So, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the International Racing League Season 10, Round 4 of the FP Championship in Hungary today. For today's race, I'm a commentator, my name is Super Stallions, and I'm alone. I'm replacing today the Kevin in his commentating seat. What obviously costs my race, but yeah, so team Ripman, it's a bit of an, I think what I need to do. But for a second I need to invite a driver. Who got no invite or already used the usual 3 invites to the session, and we have already some cars out on track. Then I'm just looking if the stream is up where it usually should be, and yes, it is. Then here we go. Ross Denham should be the first guy going on a lap at this very short circuit. Lap times are around 1:15, I think. Today, Ross Denham, he's my teammate. He's sitting the racing point today after having a few bad races. Coming down into turn 1, missed a bit the braking zone, and the entrance to the corner. Be basically doing some space for Ross. And he's getting a good run here. Obviously, at the top of the hill here, you're ending the DRS zone. No, the first sector, not the DRS zone. The DRS zone is already over, and it's, yeah, as it is no surprise that we have purple time from Ross coming to the chicane onto the bit of an S section through turn 8, 9, going to turn 10, and the fast right-hander here nearly flat, but you need to lift off for a second to end the second sector, coming now into turn 12. No invalidation, what's good for him. Definitely will be a benchmark for him today. He's a fast driver. Comes to turn 13, a bit of a slippery exit there. Only through turn 14. Activating DRS, it's at the first benchmark, it's 1:15.1. Behind him, I think we have Tom Jewell. Yes, and he's going behind him with 1:16.2. Who's coming? Oh, it's Tom Jewell. Like Winland, now it's it's Paco Suarez set at 1:15.3. Then we have one of the Ferraris, maybe Olaf Level, no, he's in the pits. Sanchez goes on top with the 1:14.5 in the Ferrari today. First laps are coming now as Ermin Bayramovic, I think he's called. Coming to cross the line to go up into P4. Behind him we have an AlphaTauri of Sasepik, I think. Started his lap. Then the Williams of Rocco Walsh. He has an invalidation. What about Ross Williams? Yes, he's coming to go first of all to P5 with 1:15.9. Then like when he goes into the pits, then Vessi, I think. Okay, he has an invalidation. Who else is on a lap? Nero Manello started his lap a few moments ago. Same as Adrian. Cameron Young in the Red Bull today is an F1 driver. Last season, as he it's not validation, obviously. What I wanted to say is last season he took, I think, 3 or 4 wins straight because of he hasn't raced. He wasn't reserved as he is this season for not showing up every race. But maybe he's going for the second run here. Maybe we should follow him. Now he's backing off, and it would be in 1:14.5. So Sanchez was definitely, I think, a good time for him. But how about Nino Romanello? He's coming to turn 14. Activating the DRS, cross the line, what I'm really sad. He goes up to 6 with a 1:15.4. One of the Renaults, it's Jared Fosbury on the mediums, obviously. Maybe some bit of a practice for the race to get a feeling for the mediums. What about Adrian? Adrian finishes the lap already, he goes up to P3. Matthew Alder in the meantime also set it a fast time, was on 14.8. So the two teammates of Team Thunder from Down Under are currently P1 and P2. That will definitely help them in the championship. So who else is on a lap? This is coming in. Coming young about that it is a lap time. I think we have no one at the moment on a lap, but we have Luis Rosman finishing his outlap in the very next moments. As he is exiting turn 14 to activate DRS with the bad Ferrari engine. Won't help him today, especially on the straight, but he's coming down into turn 1. The previous season F2 champion. Showing some good pace in this year. I think he's at the moment sitting in P2 behind Matthew Older. Yes, he is. He won the first race with the 2 points we're getting added for the pole position. As he's finishing sector 1, it's in proper time, but I don't think it's the fastest so far. So we will see what he can do. As he's on the way to the chicane now, turn 6 and 7. Don't touch these other curbs on top of the curbs there. Could upset your car sideways maybe. As he's doing, I think, a medium good run here on the Alfa Romeo. And he invalidated in turn 11, but it's definitely easy to invalidate because of you just doing your car completely into the corner to get the best run there. As Rocker Walsh, who is named to the ATG Trinity in the Williams, last race winner and pole position driver, is here to come to set his first lap of the day. Not a purple second sector, what it definitely not thought he will do. As it's coming to turn 13 now. As he has a lockup, that won't help him, it's maybe costing him a lot of time. But he's still going to finish his lap to have and time on the board where they can beat in his second or third run. He's backing off, okay. Didn't expect that, but I think the Quinlan is McLaren coming there, yes it is. First step from him of today, what will he do? Only paid for the moment in the McLaren, 15.4. Who else is on a lap? Let's see, Paco Suarez maybe? Maybe someone ahead of him. Yeah, it's Rostan Almond, he's 3.5 tenths up. Let's see what he can do. Activating DRS. That was definitely a better lap, an improvement by nearly 5 tenths. But pushed him up into P2. What about the Renault? Red Bull is coming up there. Some drivers around the lap as Paco Suarez is. I think there's only Flabber coming on the mediums. I don't think a little bit better from him. But let's see if Paco Suarez can improve on his time. He's coming through the last corner. Bit wide there, but will it be an improvement? Yes, it is. P4 for him. 14.9. As we have behind him Jared Fosbury on his outlap. Then Louis. Yeah, he said it in time earlier. What about Rocker Walsh? Yeah, he's on an lap. Where's the Red Bull there? It should be Cameron Young. On the second attempt, then he's invalidated, maybe in this corner again. What about Armin? No, 3 tenths up on his time. Purple sector time, I don't know if that is true. But with 3 tenths up, he could go around P4 with this lap. Maybe he's improving a little bit more. Is that even a better time? As he's exiting turn 14 to cross the line. And improves by 1 position. Behind him is a Haas of Tom Jewell. Maybe an improvement from him. 1 tenth, good job Tom. What about Nino, the Renault of Jared Fosbury? Should be one of the next drivers to go to set his time on the softest time. And he is already 1 second up. What can he do? Maybe top 8? And it's P5. 40.9 is extremely close there between the drivers. As Nino Romanello, I think, missed for a small bit the pit entry. What are we going on about now with Matthew Holder? As you have 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in this quali. What about Matthew Ola, fastest man in this whole league? But it's definitely no surprise. And what is he doing? Small improvement, but not enough to go on to P2. Let's see who is ours on a lap. I think no one. It's currently honest, we're not setting a time. I think that driver's going out now, maybe to try another lap before everyone's coming out to do their final stints. So I need to check a bit of Discord if another driver flew out. Yes, Joe Hollis wants an invite. As he gets an invite, I think he's already joined this session as John Giordazoro goes up on his time, 15.3. No, he didn't. I think it's just an error from the game. But Sassy Pickle starting his lap after Tori today. Exiting turn 1, activating the rest for the short straight here to the double left turn on turn 2, where we have I think 2 different lines where I can go through there. As he's ending sector 1, is he up on his time? Yes, nearly around 100, and he cut at the curb on the inside of turn 4 as he nearly spins through turn 5, okay. But he saved his car. As Loic Quinlan should be the next and only driver on track who will starting a lap very soon. So I need to get the stream up. Ross says he's happy with his lap. Hopefully you get some points for our team today, Ross. As you have done nothing yet. But let's focus for a moment on Loic Quinlan, who is coming into this tricky corner. It's a tricky corner definitely, as he's coming to finish sector 1. Is he an improvement? Yes, he is. 1.300. 1.300, okay. As he's coming now into the chicane. Hopefully he's not hitting the sausage crab at the top of the curbs. No, he's not. Good run through here. After McLaren, he is running today. After a bit of some bad races. Some incidents. Is he up on his time? Yes, he is. 2/10. That should bring in for the moment ahead of Neil Romanel on P8. Maybe he's funding in turn 13 where he's coming in now and turn 14 in some time to get an even bigger jump. Maybe to challenge a bit Ermin. This is activating the DRS. What can he do? It's not enough for P7, but it's definitely enough for P8. Some 115.1. Then behind there we have Mercedes of Neles starting his lap. He's Merc today, his first race and debut, I think, for IRL, but I'm not sure about this. But he's exiting turn 1 on the second DRS right here now. Coming to turn 2. Okay, a bit wide at the entrance of the corner. I think he should be up on an improvement. Yeah, 4/10. Okay, for his already set a time, it's not the biggest thing, but definitely a little small improvement. Maybe you can find on the rest of the laps some more tenth, maybe a second. Let's see what he can do. So I'm trying with guy. It's okay on mediums, not what I expected. Joe Hollis is the next driver after Neles to finish his lap. I think I saw Neles being 1.2 seconds up on his time. As I think this should be his final run of the qualifying session. And 2:14 now, exiting, activating the DRS to cross the lap. What can he do? It's P12 on 15.8. Then we're going directly on board and let's see on the train who's coming out of the pits. So everyone is getting ready for his final shot. No, never mind. As Joe Hollis didn't realize that we were starting a bit early today. on his first lap in the AlphaTauri. Just activating the what can he do? Speed bar of 115.7. So now I need to sort this train, this upcoming strain. As we have the Mafiola, followed by Sassy Pickle. We're doing some space. Then we're following Mafiola, the god of IRL, through his lap. Maybe he's setting pole today. Would be his second pole of the season. It's coming down to turn 1. Bit of a lock up on the inside, but should not cost him time. Activating the DRS on his way to turn 2. Big lock up on the inside there, but I don't think it cost him a lot of time. He's here on an improvement. Sector 1 time. Nah, he's a bit down on his time, but definitely not that much. As he's coming through the chicane, getting a good run. As he's coming to the second sector time, what is he doing? And he's 1/10 up. Maybe he can challenge Ross Denham, sitting currently in P2. As he's coming to turn 13, and he's on the way to turn 14. And after that, we will jump directly to Sassy Pickle and then to the racing point behind there. What is Mafiola doing? It's small improvement, but not enough. How close is this? What about Adrian? It's P4 as Ross Denham. Cross the line. I think he was down in his time though. As I'm okay. Yeah, I wanted to go to Lewis. Lewis started his lap, then I need to go to the train. Rocker Walsh invalidated. What about Cameron Young? Should be an important lap for him. Is it pole or is it not? It's provisional pole for him. Sandra Jorg definitely needs some time, or find some time for himself. What about Nino Romanello in the Williams? As he backs off for the moment. What about Sondre Sarhawks? It's not enough for Sondre. It's only P2 today. I think qualifying is over then. As Nino backs off to start out of the top 10 to get fresh tires. And oh no, Lewis, I completely missed Lewis was, man. Is he up on his time? Oh, they cost him a lot of time. He came pretty wide and he left it off to don't have an invalidation. Maybe he's finding some time in turns 13 and 14. So he has some lock up on the inside of the corner. As he's driving into the pits, and then please Lewis retire. We don't need to wait that much. And then qualifying is over. So we have Cameron Young getting 2 points, his first 2 points of the season in his first race in the strong car. But it's not Sondre Zorik's not far away from him, so maybe Sondre is challenging him through the race. So I'm marking already in the standings that he has a fast lap. Just says he has not done any practice. That's unfortunate, Tom. Not Tom, Joe. As our grid for today's race after qualifying is Cameron Young on pole, ahead of Sondre Zorok, Ross Denham, Matthew Alder. It's very close between them both. Then Paco Soros in 5th, Sassy Pickle, aka Adrian in 6th, Jared in 7th, Ermin in 8th, Louis in 9th, and Ross Williams in 10th. Out of the top 10 is starring Nino Romanello, Olive Level, Luis Wasmanelas, Joe, Tom, Rocco, Michael Marlowe, and Sylvain Vessier. So, and really, Ross Williams made it into the top 10 with the mediums. Maybe as he isn't a fast guy, maybe he also could have challenged to the pole time of Cameron Young. Yeah, Joe, there is a reason after I start, and I announced it already, so yeah, maybe you just missed the announcement. As I was asking if that's fine for everyone. But for now, it's not raining though. Yes, we need to wait. I think in the meantime I could do my podium prediction for today's race. As I think Cameron Young obviously I think won here in the last season. So I'm checking that for a moment. Was he winning here last season? The penultimate race of the season. Yes, he was winning here, so maybe he's getting another win here today. As I'm setting my podium prediction, him on winning the race out of Sanchez Arog. And then I go for Matthew Holder or Paco Suarez because of I think Ross is my teammate still, but I don't think that he's managing to get a podium. Maybe P4 for him today, but time will tell. So I'm trying to get everything on. Here we go. Outside of the top 10, we have on mediums Ollie, Nellis, Tom, Michael, Sylvain, and Joe. As we have to predict the pit strategy, it's soft, hard, or soft, medium, medium. I don't know exactly which strategy is faster, but maybe a medium hard is also possible. As we have all of the top 10 starting on hards, Nino, Luis, and Rocco. And we have inside the top 10 everyone on soft except of Ross Williams, who's trying to do something with the strategy. It's a long race, as usual, 45 minutes and 35 laps. As we're on the formation lap, everyone should see. So I can have a quick look at the standings, tell everyone how's it looking there. Currently Matthew Hall is leading by 2 points over Luis Wasman, and he's leading Rocco Walsh by 8 points, and Rocco's leading by 1 point. Behind him we have Louis, Sylvan, myself, Tim. Behind me is Tom, Adrian, and Joe. So yes, we have a close championship fight as last season at the top of the division, but it's a lot of rounds to go, so I think it will be definitely an even closer championship fight at the end of the season. Maybe we also have this season. I think last season was 9 cars for the final race. Having a chance of winning the title. In the end, it was Matthew Holder who was going with the lead into the last race. As we're waiting that everyone is finishing the formation lap, that we can have the lights and the race start. Obviously, I'll get a better camera angle than this. Please, Codys. Here we go, round 4 in Hungary. We have 5 red lights. And away we go as everything is closed. But looks like a good start from Sanchez Zarok. He's already jumping Cameron nearly into turn 1. He's diving it on the inside. And Sanchez Zarok is leading as also Cameron is dropping some places to Matthew Holder. There is there side by side. Going to turn 2. But it looks like Matthew is going for a little of a switchback, but it's no chance there. As Cameron can secure his P2 for the moment. What's going on behind there? We have Dan Randall spinning. Oh, that's Jared Fosbury. Yeah, it is Jared Fosbury. We have a little bit of an incident. As Luis Wasman is out and we have a safety car. I just saw someone spinning out in the background, a Renault and an Alfa Romeo. So Luis Wasman is out. Unfortunate for him. As Jared, does he have wing damage? It doesn't look like. Driver does no wing damage, lucky for him, and unfortunate for Luis. Being already out, not like driving a full sector 1, but that's sometimes how it is. Let's see if anyone is pitting for an alternative strategy. Sonjazorx leading this race, having a good start at the start of the race. I just saw that he got a bit of a better start than Cameron, but the camera changed not that quickly that I could see if it's enough to jump in already, as he was taking the lead into turn 1. The man from Norway. So let's see if any big position changes. Here we go. Sonjazorx jumped 1 place on Cameron Young, behind them we have to stay. Louis Quinlan got 2 positions, Olive Rebels 3, Awesome Nellis got 3, Ross Williams dropped by 2, and Silver and Vesirantro is both jumped 5 people at the start of the race, or in lap 1, as Jared Fosbury is pitting. I didn't look at it yet, some bring damage, but he definitely will have a reason. As he's anyway at the back, so why not trying a different strategy? As we had already in chaotic for slap. Directly having the safety car out on track. So with Lewis Wasman being out, there should be some great news for Matthew Alder, who could get, if he's getting some good points, a bit of an uncomfortable lead for even like 1 race. But as you can see, as Matthew Alder is still like every race at the top of the field because of his enormous pace he has. I think Sifika could go in this lap. Oh no, Jared Fosbury is way far off. Didn't saw that. Yeah, Jared, you could speed up. I'm talking to you. Yeah, what I can talk about. Interesting that we have no one of the soft runners pitting at the first lap, so we had no major wing damage for anyone. As I think everyone is still on the soft medium strategy, so I have some time to drink something. So I'm back. As Jared Fosbury is at back of the field, that means that the safety car should go in this lap. And then Sonja will give the pace for the last sector. And then we are going green flag racing again, as everyone wants to warm up his tires. Let's see if Sonja can hold his P1 for now, or if we have maybe some epic fighting between him and Cameron. And maybe between him, Cameron and Matthew. Maybe Parker also coming into play as Ross Denholm as well. But we will see, time will tell. It's the safety car coming in this lap. Should normally. Sonja, we can see that Sonja wants to warm up his back end of the car. Oh, the lights going off from the safety car. Yes, they're out as Sonja is now the lead of this group, and he's giving the pace that everyone needs to drive as the safety car is driving into the pit this lap. Let's see when Sonja will go full throttle. I would say exit of turn 14. But we'll see in a few moments. Sonja leading out of Cameron, Matthew, Paco, and Ross. It's effect for a moment to go full throttle racing. When is he going? Maybe getting a better line. As Cameron is ready to push, as Sonja is still not going. As Paco gets the time penalty, as Sonja is going. And let's see, Matthew is already side by side with Cameron Young. Will he get the overtake done into turn 1? Round the outside from Matthew, already giving each other not enough space. Current push Matthew a bit wide, but retains his P2 for now. What is going on in the background there? Some drivers want to go side by side. Yes, we have Ross Williams and Bevers here on the inside of the Red Bull driver. Can he hold it around the outside? Yes, Bevers needs to give him space. It was not that much as I saw. But it looks like it was saved his position for now. As Chad Fosbury already did some overtakes. I need to have an eye on him as well, but what's going on in the lead, so I need to get gaps. Saunders is nearly leading by 1 second. Impressive pace by him. What we have in the background here. Obviously this sector is nothing big. I think it's the barrier lagged out. I don't know. There's nothing on the score, but let's see what. Oh, we need Romanello on. Yeah, they're side by side in the turn 13. I just really wants to know it in the Merc, as he is on the inside for turn 14. Nino is giving him the space he needs. As they're still side by side, both with the Mercedes engine. As they're side by side through this way straight, but I think the aerodynamic of the Mercedes should be a bit better if it makes a bit of difference. But Nella's got P10 for now. At the front, Ross is really closing in on Matthew for now, as Matthew is already dropping out of the DRS of Cameron Young. Maybe Sondra and Cameron are going in his own group. But if Ross wants a chance of winning this race, then he definitely needs to get Matthew out of his way for now. Do we have something big in the background? Michael Muller legged out maybe. No message so far in the Discord that I can invite him. So let's see, I'm focusing now on the lead for first. Sondra is definitely not an engine advantage with the cow engine of Ferrari. As Cameron is really closing in his last sector. Oh, he lost a bit his back end and it's chance of an overtake this lap. Oh, he has already. He has always no DRS this lap. Maybe Ross Stanholm as Airman goes into the pits. Ross Stanholm at the back of Mafiola. It's not enough for him. So he needs to take another lap behind him. Is there a front wing change for Airman? I don't know. I was too late to see. Someone side by side, yes, Ross Williams and Silver Investier as Ross Williams holds it around the outside. Maybe it made an overtake. Oh no, Silver, no, don't go on the inside. Yeah, back off. Should be a bit terrible for you both. Char is really having a charge now. He was last after lap 1. Already up to P13. What about Sandra and Cameron? They're still fighting. I need to look at them and at Ross on Matthew. But this lap, Cameron will have to force some DRS to get this bit of extra speed. Exiting turn 14. It's important this time not to spin out nearly. As it's activating the DRS, as the pit window is open for the soft hull strategy. As he's not close enough. What about Ross? Can he close in on Mafiola maybe? He's not diving it into turn 1, maybe into turn 2. Here we get an overtake done. As you have in the back some position changes. But Ross is not getting the overtake done. That's unfortunate for him. As Ross Williams is back at P10. What about Vessier got overtaken by Jarrett. Jarrett gets another position for now. He picks up 3-second time penalty as Ross needs to get Matthew out of his way for now. As someone crashed. Oh no, it's no criminal. Oh, it's like wing time. Oh, luckily he has his full wing damage. So yeah, he spun out. I think he touched the inside curb there in turn 5, where it's definitely critical. As he retired on track. Oh, and that was definitely a close call by him. Retiring on track. Okay. But Sanj is diving into the pits. Is Cameron following now? Maybe Cameron on for an overcut. Yes, DRS and DRS. That will cost Sandra maybe his chances. Or maybe Sandra wanted to avoid an undercut. So a bit of a Gabriel can go in. Do we have some overtakes getting done? It's turn 1. Jared Fosbury is closing in on Nino Romanello. But it's not enough for now. Where's Sanjay coming out? And Sanjay is free air on those hards. He needs to get them on temperature for now. Hopefully Sanjay will come out of Cameron. But was still behind Matthew. Maybe Russell going for an undercut on Matthew. What about Ross Williams at the back of Nellis? No, it's actually true. Not really any overtake spots. Only if a crazy. Oh, and Paco, I think, did a mistake. Oh, and Ross Williams really spun out. But he's left his car quite well. Sandra, no, not Sandra. Paco got no wing damage. Got no wing damage. That's what I wanted to say. What about Cameron? Is he pitting now? Yes, he is pitting. Where is Sandra? How's the gap? 19 seconds could be enough for him. But everyone is pitting for now. Oh, Ollie says Ollie will be provisional leader for now. He's on the mediums. But I want to go on board now with Sanjay as he comes through the last corner now. Where is Cameron Young? Oh, that will be. Oh, that's really so close. But Sanjay retains his net lead as he jumps Cameron. Oh, I think he extended his lead. Yes, nearly 2 seconds. Good order from Sanjay there, or not enough from Cameron. I don't know. But let's see. Ross Williams still at the back of Nellis here. As left behind him, Sylvan Vestier closing in a bit on Joe. On the 1 second DRS window. So where's Jared? Jared crashed out. Oh, he's sitting P4. Okay. Looks like I'm blind a bit. Oh, as Armin overtook Michael Marlowe. Yeah, he's still ghosted. That sounds really extended this lead. 2.1 second, maybe with the broken, not broken DRS as he breaks DRS to Cameron. Maybe Sandra is pulling away a bit. So I'm not to go on board with Ross Williams as he is at the back of Nellisby. Going to turn 1, Nellisby is going to defend the inside line. Ross Williams going round the outside in turn 1 and he made a move. What an overtake by him. It's not the easiest way to do an overtake around the outside into turn 1, but he proved that he is a fast guy, being at the top of F2 currently. What about Rocker Walsh? Passing Tom Jewell for now. As they're both on the same tire range, as Tom has a bit of a tire advantage, but Rocker has the pace advantage. But Cameron is closing in on Sandra a bit 4 tenths after I saw the last time. So maybe Ross Williams is going to close the gap to Olive Level now. Let's go on with Joe, who is still at the back of Sylvan Vessier. As we are on lap 10 from 35. Oh, luckily no penalty for Joe here. As he's really closing in on Sylvan Vessier. How's the battery? Oh, the battery of Joe is quite high and the battery of Sylvan is quite low. So let's see if Joe can do an overtake. As he's using his ERS and the DRS as Joe is gaining. As he pulls out to the inside line on Sylvan Vestier, he goes into turn 1. Maybe in switchback of Sylvan Vestier, a bit of a switchback. Oh, and oh my god. Joe lost his back and there is a wing damage for Sylvan Vestier. Joe is diving it into turn 2. Sylvan looks like he came a bit wide. Does he have no wing damage? No, he has no wing damage from the bit of contact. There was just a typical racing incident. So Joe lost his back there a bit as Sylvan is still his battery on. So he takes it off now. So Sandra is closing on Rocket Ward's back. As oh my god, Tom is between Sandra and Cameron now. Okay, that's really unfortunate for Cameron. I feel bad for him. I don't know exactly what Tom will do now. But let's have an eye on Ross Williams. Having his debut, I think, today. Activating the DRS, not using his DRS. Both on the same battery charge. Sandra is passing Rocket Walsh. Okay, maybe at the exit of turn 13. But Sandra is definitely hot hunting now. Sandra is surveying. As Cameron made the overtake on Tom. And luckily Sandra made another car between him and Cameron. But Sandra needs to see that Sir Investor is getting out of his way or just overtaking him. What about Jared's closing in on Nellas, and Ross Williams is closing still in on Ollie as Cameron Young did an overtake on Rocket Walsh. Through turn 4 maybe? Say I didn't saw. Sandra is still chasing Sylvester and ahead of him Joe Hollis. Both on our team mediums, 11 laps out. As Sandra is diving it down the inside into turn 12. Beautiful overtake from him. Not a dive bomb, just clean racing from him. So now what about Ross Williams? Is he closing in enough on Olive level? No, he's not. He's waiting for the second attempt on the second DRS rate. He's activating the DRS now. Maybe he's using some DRS. Yes, he is. As he's defending the inside line as Ross Williams. Will he do another overtake round the outside into turn 2 as he is still side by side? He has the inside line now. As they're still side by side going up to the turn 4. Someone needs to back off or he will end critically. As Ross is backing off for a moment and he's nearly got a switchback on Ollie there. So Ross, getting slippery back in there. As Jared jumped Nellis finally. What about Sandra? Sandra and Cameron both jumped Silver in this year. As I needed to focus for the battle of the lead. Sandra's now behind. Joe Hollis fighting his way through the field with having Cameron in his neck. What about Nellas as he's low on fuel? Okay. But Sandra, maybe another overtake in turn 12. Joe's for safety defending inside line, that's for a good measure. As still Sandra got a bit of an exit there, but I think it's not enough. As he gets a bit of a lock up and this time no switchback, but on the start finish right, there will be definitely an overtake being done. As I missed Ross Williams passing Olive level. Then we go back to Sandra. As no, Cameron spun out! Cameron spun out! Oh my god, Cameron! He lost it early on in this corner or at the exit of turn 14 and now he spun out, just saw Red Bull spinning out. The Sandra is on the inside of Joe Hollis. Joe Hollis can't really fight back. And Sandra is nearly in secured win for today if he's not bottling, as he is known as Bottle Hog. So Sandra, please don't bottle. As there could be some good points in for Team Sandra from Down Under with Matthew Aldo maybe getting also some drivers on the strategy. But Olive level is a bit dropping off behind for Ross Williams. Ross Williams is currently leading. Then Joe Hollis, what about him? No, nothing about him, he got passed by Sandra. Then maybe it's Sissy Pickle. We're going to watch if he's maybe passing Tom. As he has definitely better tires than Tom. And obviously the better car. So we have a bit of a group out of them both. Let's go on with them. Sir Investor sitting this train over Rocket Walsh and Barry Ramovich. As Rock was activating the DRS, using his DRS. Oh, he's not using his DRS, but he's closing in on the Silver Investor. But it's not enough for now. What about Ermin behind them? As Armin is diving in a bit on Rocco. But Rocco got now a better exit for Cyril Investor as he's diving it down the inside into turn 2. Can Cyril Investor maybe run it right, hold it around the outside as they're still side by side inside line now for Cyril Investor, and that's his secured place for now. I just wanted to say something, I just forgot it completely. As Ross Denham got past Tom Jewell, same as Sassy Piekle. And there's still the group of Sylvain, Rocco, Armin, and now Sassy and Ross is going on again for another lap. It's my favorite got a time penalty, you know, the usual thing. Zero investors using stupidly ERS. Just took it off your 0%. But Rocco was really getting under pressure now by Armin in the racing point. As the leader is pitting for some fresh hours, as Jared's now the provisional leader of this race. Oh, Sylvester came wide. It's maybe an advantage for Rocco on the straight. Now it's not, as he's using his ERS and ERS. It should be enough. He's gaining the slipstream. He's pulling out to the inside line. Rocco Walsh should have the overtake done before the corner, as Sylvester's not holding around the outside and no chance of a switchback there. Maybe Armin trying now. His luck. Is he diving it? No, he's not. He needs to stick behind. Oh, he came critically wide, but it's now a chance for Adrian to close in there enough to try and move. As Ross Williams came out 2.6 seconds behind Sanjay Zorak, so maybe it's the next Red Bull who is doing some problems. 2.5 currently the lead. As Ollie passed John on an untypical spot. Okay. As Rocco pulled out a bit of a gap. Maybe he's getting a 1 second gap between him and Cyril Investor. Because of that, Cyril Investor needs to look out for Armin. So on lap 17 or 35. Someone's to the pits. Should be Joe Hollis. Yes, it is. As the racing point of Armin now. Activating the ERS and DRS as he should gain enough. Is pulling out to the inside line. Try move on to the inside. Maybe Mr. Investor is going for a switchback as Stasia, I think, needed to defend on Ross Denham there. As Armin is ahead. What about Ross? Can he dive it down the inside in turn 2? Yes, he is. They're giving each other enough respect, enough room for both. As Sassy got a bit of onto the grass. And lost a bit of time. That cost him now for a moment P10. As Cameron Young is coming back. He has no wing damage, so maybe he's still getting some good points out, but I think he's out of the fight for the win. So Nino Romanello is closing in a bit on Sanjay Zorak. Oh, Sanjay just passed Nino. But Ross Williams really closing in on Nino and Sanjay. As he has definitely the tire advantage. His tires are 8 laps older. So Ross Williams with some good DP pace. Is it his debut? I don't know. Just don't want to talk untrue things as Nellis is pitting. What about Armin now? He's at the back of Rocco Walsh. He's having the DRS. Rocco has nothing. He's using his ERS. And I think he should be having the overtake done out of the corner. Yes, he is. Maybe a dive from Rocco. No. As Cyril Investor get overtaken by Ross Denham. As Cyril Investor still got some switch back there out of turn 1. They're still side by side. Inside line for Ross there. As Ross holds his place for now. As Cameron Young also looking tasty coming in his Red Bull there. Definitely wants to get some overtakes done in the next few laps to have a chance of a podium maybe. But I think a chance of podium is also Olive Flowell. As we have Rocco dropping off Armin, getting chased now by Ross. So Ross is building a big gap to Sylvain, as Sylvain is getting under pressure by Cameron Young. Maybe a dive from Cameron Young to turn 12. Yes, he is going for the inside line. Still Investor breaks earlier, maybe from a switchback attempt, as Matthew also goes on the inside on Sassy Pickle, and Pucksaur is now going down on the inside as he's pushing Adrian a bit wide, but it's just hard racing there. As I'm watching now, Ross Denholm at the back of Rocco Walsh, nearly out of DRS, as Rocco's not defending that much, I think. As Ross is pulling out to the inside line, still giving Rocco the space on the outside, as Rocco is nearly doing a switchback there, but I don't think that Rocco will hold this. As also Cameron is closing on Rocco now, so Rocco is now getting a few positions lost. As Sandra is close. Sandra got overtaken by Ross Williams. Oh my god, I missed that completely. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. But let's see. Cameron Young is definitely closing in on Rocco for this lap. Nice cut off. Joe, if you want to come back into the race, I can send you another invite if you want. Did I say Ross or Joe? Joe. Okay. Let's focus on Olive Lavelle, setting Romanello now under pressure, as Cameron Young is also at the back of Rocco Walsh, so we will watch both battles there. As Ollie has way more better tires, it's fast level for Ross Williams, but Olive Lavelle now using the DRS on this way and should be an easy overtake, but still Neil's defending the inside line, but it's a bit faster. Oh, and he just saw Cameron spinning out again at its corner. He needs to be more careful, but he is now taking Rocco. Should be an easy overtake from him. So Matthew is also closing in, and he's in the points. So let's see what Matthew can also do in this race. As Jared Forsberry needs to defend on Ross. As I think Jared defended his position for now. Jared on fresh mediums, coming out in 6th after being last at the first lap, and he's only let me calculate mathematics around 7 seconds behind the podium. So maybe we will see Jared Fosbury on this podium today, as it's everything still open. As I think Jeremy made a bit of a lag there. Yes, he lagged a few times. And he's getting set under pressure by Jared Forsberry. Oh, look at this pace advantage as Jeremy just lets Jared through. But now he has his teammate for today's race, and his car teammate, I would call it, behind him. As Jeremy can defend with the DRS, because he has DRS of Jared, as Ross don't use your DRS so stupidly. As he's still closing in, and he's diving it down the inside on Emi by Ramovic. As I mean, maybe for the switchback. And oh, it's Cameron Young. Oh, Cameron. Oh my God. As they're still side by side, Ross and Emi, and Ross has the inside line, and Emi can't hold it around the outside. But Cameron Young nearly made a double overtake as both drivers came wide into turn 1. But then Cameron lost once again his back end. I think his setup is not stable today for exiting corners. Sassy Pickle is closing in on Paco, so I was not completely sure if that was the case. But let's watch for now if Ermin can stick with Ross. I think Ermin needs to pit again. There's a yellow flag. That's a Red Bull. One off Tauri. Yeah, okay. Cameron lost again a position by maybe halfway spinning out. As those 2 positions now, he needs to get up again. That's really bad luck for Cameron today. But Jared Fosbury getting past Nino, who is pitting for now, as Jared is 6.6 behind the podium with no penalties. As Sondra has some penalties. Let's see how much. Only 3 seconds, so he needs to push a bit more to not lose the P2 on Ollie. And also maybe on Jared if Jared's closing in enough. But I think the fastest man on track should be Cameron Young, or not the fastest man on track with his tire age. But definitely a guy who will do some overtakes very soon. So let's stick with him for the moment, as he's again losing his car a bit. He knows that he needs to push, but I think he's pushing a bit too much for a setup today. Yes, Adrian can hold himself still in this fight, I bet. As Paco came wide, luckily got no penalty from that. As Jared is a bit of losing time to Ole in the meantime. But Cameron Young at the back of Paco Suarez. Both having a good car, but Cameron definitely has a better car. As Cameron again lost it nearly out of turn 14. Cameron, come on. That's not enough for an overtake. Maybe it turn 2. And he's spinning again. Oh no, that's wing damage. Or is it not? Yeah, there is definitely a front wing. Oh, Cameron. But yeah, we need to focus now on an active battle on the track. Could be behind Ross and Matthew, or Paco and Adrian. Nino and Sylvain. That's Nino's directly going for it into turn 4. Sylvain's not back. Oh, he backs off. Fair enough from Sylvain there. As Nino's now sitting in P9. 9.6 seconds behind Adrian. So Adrian could maybe drop off the DRS of Paco Suarez, as Paco Suarez is pushing to get into the DRS of Matthew Oliver. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, but it's fast cleared, so nothing back. But Matthew Oliver really closing in on Ross there. They were not that much between them both on their quality times. Let's see if you can have a battle between them, as Paco is in the DRS window of Ross. Ross, what is he doing? Ross, I think completely locked up. Okay, Ross, stay focused. You're the only guy today to get some points for the team. As I'm sitting here on my commentator seat. As Paco Suarez is a bit dropping off. Mafiolo, what about Tanjul? Cameron Young is pitting to get a new nose. I don't know if he can, if Cameron can get the fastest lap and okay, never mind. He has the mediums fitted. Maybe he still gets the fastest lap. Who currently has, I think, Ross Williams. Yes, he has. As Paco picks a 3-second time penalty. We have a bit of group building there between Adrian, Ross and Paco. 4P6, maybe Paco, if he closes up to Matthew, or if they all close up to Matthew, we will have a 4-way fight for P5. But let's see, how's it going? Ross, after his mistake, not any longer sitting P5, it's P7 only for him at the moment. So I need to check the disco for a moment. Okay, there was no overtake by Ross. But Sassy is also showing some good pace in F-Tori. He's also on fast drive in F2, so definitely no surprise that he's up there. Yes, Ross, don't cut the corner like this. Yeah, it's our only fighter at the moment on track. This little group here. So let's stick with them. How is it on penalties? Paco, Ross both on 6. Sassy could be the lucky guy at the end, as Matthew also has a penalty, so maybe P5 in for Sassy Pickle without doing any overtakes, if you can hold it the last 9 laps. Yes. Ollie is in the 3-second DRS window of Saundra, he needs to be in for now. And Jared's a bit closing in, but not enough. As Paco is in the DRS window, but having not the DRS at the moment on Mafiola. As Ross dropped out of the DRS window, so maybe Sassy Pickle could do another move in this race. As Ross bottled again turn 1. Let's see Cameron Young. Just driving through the ghost, okay. He's on the fast lap. Or trying to get a fast lap, but will definitely be the case, I think. But Ermin Bajramovic in the meantime. Closing in on Ermin, that's all he got, his penalty. And that's nearly secured P2 for Zondre now. If he picks up not another penalty, as the first lap came from Cameron Young now, 117.108. Sassy is also still at the back of Ross. Ross dropping off Paco. As also, as we see, closing in on Nellis for the final podium position, points positions, the podium positions. Definitely with the car, not the car advantage, with the tire advantage. Let's see what he can do. Ermin is closing in with the DRS. Nellis already pulling to the inside line to defend it. What can Ermin do around the outside into turn 1? He's going for a split check. No, he's going really for the overtake around the outside into turn 1. And he is ahead. Good racing by Ermin there. Good fight. And good maneuver. As Rox picks up another 3-second time penalty. As Ross back in the window of Paco's DRS, and Sassy is still in Ross' window. As Ross again dropped off. I think just at the important spots, Ross is off the 1 second window, and in the not important spots he is in. But Sassy Pickle just need to don't get wing damage or anything else, and then he will jump definitely a few positions. As it could be maybe close between him and Matthew being at the end of the race, so maybe he's clearing Ross now, that he can get the chance of chasing Paco and Matthew. As Ross is getting not pressured by Adrian. Serum Vessel closing in on Tom, should be needs to move by him. Because if he's on the softs and Tom's on the mediums. As Tom using his ERS, yes, Tom really wants to defend, but I think you can't defend softs pretty well. But it's the same car, same engine, as they both are not using ERS. Sylvan is not close enough to try moving the turn to maybe a late dive bomb. But no, let's go back to Sassy Pickle, but let's have the battle between the houses in the eye. I have an eye on it. As Nino! I think he was a yellow flag. I thought it was just anything else than the spinning car. But let's go back to Sassy. Ross definitely dropping off massively on Paco now, as Adrian nearly losing his P5 if he's not clearing Ross as fast as he can, as he's diving it down the inside. There he bumped because of Adrian just came a bit deep into turn 1, as Ross still wants to go down the inside, as he's... Ross, what the fuck are you doing? Just drive a bit careful and not diving people unnecessarily. It could have ended critical for them both. Let's watch Sylvester and Tom on the straight fighting. As Tom is defending. Sylvan nearly got it around the outside with the softs. Tom really can hold Sylvan off for 2 laps now. As the Williams burn, it's Nino again. Oh, it's unfortunate for Nino, he was sitting in P9 or P10, now dropping off the points. That's unfortunate for him. It's Ross picks up another 3-second time penalty. He's really trying to stick with Adrian, but he just has not the pace. And Sassy now closing in a bit, but just a bit on Paco, as Paco's in the DRS of Matthew, what definitely helps him. The two heads looks like still going for it. So Paco's pressuring Mafiolo there a bit. So F2 flags. As Ross is pitting for softs, unnecessary I think. As I wanted to see if Tom getting in under pressure by Sylvester. It's still like every time the same. Sylvester is closing in on the stray, but it's not enough. As Tom really can defend on Sylvester. Sylvester is the best tower you can be on with a better tire rage, but Tom really doing a good job keeping Sylvester behind us. Ross. Leave no comment on that. It's just Ross, just calm down. Ross can. I'd say Ross is just a guy who cannot wait for the straights to make the overtakes. You can see how the advantage is, but just wait and don't cause unnecessary problems. Just dive into turn 12 if you want to. Oh no, he's not diving, huh? I don't know. But let's keep an eye on Paco's Ross and... Ollie's closing in on Sandre! As Sylvester gets 2 taps from Ross. Oh my god. Now is it right, now you can... What are you doing? Oh my god, Ross! I need to watch my teammate doing such shit! As he goes around the outside into turn 1. Ross is known as being not the cleanest driver, but yeah, as he's now on the inside line, nice helicopter camera here into turn 2, and you should have the overtake being done now. Yes, let's go to Sandra and Ollie. 2 Ferraris fighting. How about penalties? Both on 3, so that's the real fight for P2 now. If they're fighting too much, maybe Jared Fosbury closing in and getting a podium. But I also need to keep an eye on Paco and Mafia there. Paco's still not close enough to try something on Mafia. But it's just like gaining around 1/10 a lap, and the lap will come. Okay, it's not that much laps left to say the lap will come when he's close enough to try and move. But we have in the meantime Nellis and Rocco fighting for. Oh, Nellis crashed out! And that should be no safety car, maybe VSC, but it's I think too late for the safety car. Nellis unfortunately crashed out, and it's in VSC. So everyone can now save ERS and DRS. As there was a penalty. As Ollie has a 5. Yeah, okay, that will definitely be removed. I think that was just a typical safety car. Safety car penalty by just people just bumping just 1 millimeter, and code is just 5-second time penalty. Yeah, I also had this problem with Paco and F2. But the VC should be cleared very soon. Paco really at the back of that. It was the perfect time to clear the VC. No, Sandre. Sandre, oh my god, just got the 20-second time penalty. Was beating under the VC. Sandre. What? But let's get focused on the fight. As Jared Fosbury should be the lucky guy now, lying a bit loud in the power here of getting a podium. But also Jared known as the bottle. The first bottle. So yeah. Let's see how this is finishing. We have after this up 2 laps to go. And this good race today. In the meantime, I'm still watching Paco on Matthew. As we on lap 34 from 35. Ross Williams having a comfortable lead for 11 seconds. Paco still not be able to try and move. Sanjay is also at the back of Oli. I don't know where Oli passed Sanjay there, but maybe they're just trying to clear Jared. But Jared was anyway, I think 1.7 seconds needs to catch up if he wants a chance of getting P2 if Olive level penalty getting removed, but usually should be the case. As Paco's still at the back of Matthew since a lot of laps. But if you want to set Matthew under pressure, he's just being chilled. Because he's Matthew. So, nothing I really no mistake coming by Matthew. He touched Christ 2 times, oh my god. Mistake by Matthew. I'm just joking a bit. Let's focus back on doing comms as Paco saved his car right after spinning out nearly after turn 12. That cost him a lot of time. What about Sanjay? Sanjay's not doing an overtake. I think it would be not the best thing to do for him now. Failing this penalty. It's Cameron Young against the fast lap on 1 minute 15.7. But he's not in the top 10. So Ross is definitely angry about it because Ross is in the top 10 and had the fast lap since a few minutes ago. As we're going on, but we have the time now because I think there will no overtake being done by Paco in this lap. We're going on board with the Red Bull of Ross Williams. Yeah, after starting P10 he got a good race. At the end a bit Silence Body is coming to win this 4th round of the championship in his debut. He will be definitely happy about this result as Olive Lever comes home to take 2nd, maybe dropping to 3rd. Sanjay Zarok finishing 3rd. Jeff Wasbury will jump Soldier, pretty sure. As Jared got P2 provisionally. As Matthew Alder is the next guy. How about penalties? Secured for Matthew there. As he comes home to take the 5th. Jumping Sanjay. Paco got 6th. Says he should jump Paco here. Yes, he is, and jumping Sanjay. Rocco Walsh. No, first of all, coming out to take 8th. Rocco Walsh and the Williams today showing a bit of a good race, I think, but I don't know if he is confident with it. But coming out to take 9th, and Ross, if he has no big penalty. Oh, yeah, Ross finishing 10th. But Tom, don't bother. You get the point. That's Tom Jules finishing P10. It's my teammate once again getting no points, but for today's race, our winner is Ross Williams, and he's dropped the day after starting P10 with the alternative strategy. Here's his car performance to start on mediums on P10, fight his way through the field to win in the end a bit dominantly by 10 seconds ahead of Jared Fosbury, who was after lap 1 on P20 and fighting his way through P2, and Olive Lever will be happy to finish P0 today. So finishing order now is Ross Williams winning this race out of Jared Fosbury, Olive Lever, Matthew Alder getting 4th, Adrian in 5th, Sondra in 6th after his spinning on a VC penalty. He could have been on the podium, but it's not, unfortunately for him. And 7th we have Pakasauros, followed by Ramovic, Rocco Walsh, Tom Jewell, Cyril Investier, it's Ross Vadeno, Cyril Investier, Joe Hollis, Cameron Young, Michael Marlowe, Nellis, who crashed out unfortunately for him. That's also DNF'd by Nino, Louis and Lewis. Exciting race today. as I'm now starting to invite the people for the podium interviews. Will be a bit short today. Now we have Jared, Ross, and Ollie. Where are you? There's Ollie. I place the party for a short interview. I just saw that Jared got P2 with a 2 stop, so I think we will definitely be happy about this result today. There is Ross, there is Jared. So we're waiting for Ollie now. But I think Ollie has enough time to join us. He is peacefully getting this short interview. So we're starting with our race win of today. It's Ross Williams. Congratulations, mate. Yeah, obviously you got the Red Bull today. You did your debut in FP today, winning this race after starting P10 on the strategy. I think it was just a reverse strategy you tried with the car performance. Yeah, congrats on the win. Just talk a bit through your race.
Yeah, thank you. That race was a bit up and down. My start was horrendous. I managed the safety car came out and I was about P12, P13, and my whole first stint was just trying to get back through the field. Managed to clear pretty much everyone, and then except from Zezzy, and go after him in the final stint. And just I think the Red Bull is just. It's a massive advantage, especially around Hungary. It's just so tuned into that track, and the tyre wear's a massive thing around there as well. And I just was managing to push each lap because I had really no tyre concerns the whole race. So yeah, it was a tough one the first stint, but yeah, congratulations to Ollie and Neon, and I want to say Zezzy drove a fantastic race as well.
Fair enough. As we're heading next week to Azerbaijan, yeah, obviously with getting a lot of points today, you will drop a few cars. But how are you around Azerbaijan, and do you think you can get some points next race?
It's not my best circuit, but just got to keep it clean, see where I come, and if I keep it clean, there should be something there for me. So we'll see.
Fair enough then. I wish you good luck for next week.
Thank you.
That would lead us to Jared Fosbury, who finished P2 today. Jared, my respect after being last, after the first lap, finishing the end P2 by doing a 2-stop race. Yeah, some good performance from yourself. Are you happy?
I'm over the moon, this twice now, started at the back of the grid, and, I get a decent result. Last season I got 4th, and then today, with the crash at like turn 3, I had wing damage, and I thought, well, there's a chance to try hard to the end, but I thought, nah, let's go mediums, and I went mediums, and I just had pace, to be honest, good pace, and, I could have caught Ollie near the end with the penalty gap, not the actual gap. Because his 5 seconds probably getting removed, but I just at the end the tyres went off, so I think if I pitted a bit later I could have had him. But no, race brilliant. Sondre got absolutely mugged today. 23 second penalty. He was saying he was doing 14 threes, maybe he was doing 20.1s in the race pace because he wasn't quick. But yeah, it is what it is. Stuff happens. You've got to respect the FAA and respect the Delta, and Sondre got the hard way. 23 second penalty he got, which I do feel sorry for. He deserved the podium. The same way, he got hit, I believe, by Cameron, which I don't know how, but yeah. But no, I'm over the moon, to be honest. Last and then get 3rd. I couldn't ask for a better result, to be honest. It's best race I've had this season, and it's got me a bit more motivated, and I'm probably not going for the championship this season now, but as last season I was in it near the end, but anything can happen. Matthew can have a bit of bad luck. He had a good result in fourth, and finally, Badman Racing got a good result today.
Yeah, as I wanted to say that Paco also finished today, I think in 7th. So some good points for you guys today. But we're heading next week to Azerbaijan. How are you around Azerbaijan?
I'm a goat. No, jokes. To be honest, it depends what car I'm in. If in a Ferrari-powered car, which I was last time, probably 40s time, quality time, I'm probably the same. But if I'm in a Renault or Honda or Mercedes, hopefully, I might have got a good chance to get some points, not a podium. Unless Brand turns up and decides to crash everybody off in Castle. Could happen. But we'll just have to wait and see and hope for that luck. And points are on the cards. As I said, it depends what car it is. But Badman Racing is looking to get more good results. And hopefully I can bring this luck from FP today into F2 this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, then congratulations on your P2 today.
Thank you very much.
Then we're going to Ollie, who finished today P3, I say provisionally, with, I think also, as Jared said, maybe the 5 seconds getting removed. But Ollie, are you confident with your race today?
Yeah, I was a bit confused as to why everyone was going on the softs. I was 100% sure that the medium hard strategy would be better because you wouldn't be involved in any of the battling, and the undercut would be not the overcut would be that powerful. And for me being a Ferrari, I could use my pace within the second half of the third sector and the third sectors. It was mainly down to your ability to drive the car quickly and use the car's downforce. Obviously, Ferrari doesn't have that much power down the straight, so I was hoping to overcut everyone in the train, which I was able to do, and I was able to clear it by quite a few seconds, but I was never going to beat RJDW, sorry, because he was the Red Bull and he was just so much quicker than me, so I was kind of hoping to finish one bit behind him, which I am confident I've done. Obviously, that I don't know what Cameron's behind me. Asking for that, I didn't realise that was him, so I was so concentrated on beating Sondre, which he said he was confident he could keep me behind, but I'd like to argue otherwise. And countering Jared's statement, he wouldn't have got me. He was 2.5 seconds behind me, and I was just trying to rein in on Sondre, and there's no chance he was going to beat me, even with that penalty of 3 seconds. But yeah, it was a good race. I did a few good battling with Red Bull, and they were taking some other cars, so it was a good race pace, and happy with it.
Okay, then next week is Azerbaijan. You also scored today some good points, what means you will be getting a slower car next week. Do you still think with your pace, if we could know how is your pace around Azerbaijan, you can still get some good points?
Well, as long as I have a Mercedes engine, that's all I care about. It's not a Ferrari engine, because it's so important to have the ability to be able to go fast down the straight, because it's such a long straight. I think it's like 1.5 kilometers or something like that, 2 kilometers a straight. So it's mighty important to have a really good engine. So I'm hoping to get something like an Atari or William, hopefully.
Okay, then I wish you good luck for next week. Okay then, I think that's it for today. This has been FP Round 4 at Hungary today. Next week, Kevin will be hopefully back in his commentary seat as I will go back racing next week again, so make sure you're also checking the Hungary races of this week's F1, 2 and 3, who is on Saturday 4:30 PM and on Sunday 4:30 PM. And yeah, I would say, I don't know when I'm commentating again, but yeah, see you next week and goodbye.